everyone, welcome to a new live stream. Hello. So, nice weekend for all of you guys. I wish you a nice weekend, and of course, we're gonna dive in the crypto market today with a live stream to see what we can expect for, of course, next week and for the next hours, maybe as well. So, let me welcome all of you. TG, hello. Hi, KG. Will FET come back? Well, yeah, we're gonna talk about it, but it's a little bit hard. We're gonna see this. Thought on whiff. We can take whiff, of course. Hello, Uxi. How you doing, buddy? Dot. All right. You still stuck in this in this coin, Uxi. You should find something maybe better. No financial advice, but yeah, because I see you're the only one always asking for this one, which is not a really good one. But I believe that you're already in it since a long time. But yeah, try to find a plan maybe. Delirium, hello buddy, how you doing? KG, do you still see Ethereum going down on a diagonal? Lots of buy orders. Yes, we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna see. Of course, there are possibility for up and downs, but we're gonna see which one is higher. Dermot, hello, how you doing? And Bonk, yes, we can see Bonk. It has been a long time we didn't do any meme coins. Well, who dares right now in these moments? The meme coins might be the most affected coins more than the other alts even. So be careful with it. Jubai, hello. Is there any hope for SNX? Okay, we can take it. Look, of course. This Monday they have a big event coming. Fundamentally, maybe okay. We're gonna see. It should appear in some pattern, in some possibilities as well in Elliott wave, definitely. In case there is something bullish, of course, or this event might be bullish. Milan, hello, hi KG. Please update Zcash, Ana, and Pump. Well, basically, we were allowed only for one request to keep space, of course, for everyone. We have already a very long list. So I'm gonna put the others only if we have time, of course. So the other one are Ana and Pump. All right. So if we have time, of course, Skyline. Hello, buddy. How you doing? Nice to see you. Ted, yo, it has been a long time, buddy. Nice to see you as well. I hope you're doing great. I'm doing well, man. I hope the same. You do the same, and wish you, of course, always good luck and brighty days, buddy. So, Tony, how you doing? Happy Saturday. Yes, it's a very lovely Saturday, by the way, here in Germany. Very nice weather. Normally, we are in autumn, so yeah, the things are normally more gray and cloudy. But today, very sunny, very nice. I already spent some time under the sun, so to get some energy, and here we are. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. Yeah, I'm working on the health. This is exactly what I'm doing. Catch some fresh air and always keep moving. Keep moving. Well, guys, having two channels always analyzing the whole day and so on is not easy. Is not easy. It requires a lot of office sitting, and it requires a lot of time. So yeah, I should also give a little bit time for the health. Yes, that's very very essential. Ted, this is much needed live. Yeah, we are always the crypto live stream are very essential for me as well to prepare myself for the next week, of course. Yeah, especially in these times, these moments. Alfonso, wow, hi man, nice to see you, buddy. Nasim, hello. All right, guys. So let's start with our analysis and let's start with Bitcoin to see what we have now. It is sideways today, of course. It's very normal for a Saturday always. Normally Sundays are much more active than a Saturday. So we're gonna start with Bitcoin with the all-time history where we have our parabolic move here. We have, of course, an impulse, which it can be a wave 1, wave A, wave 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Finished impulse, where we are looking for a wave A or a wave 1, followed by ABC. And the last bull run can be, of course, your potential wave C starting, of course, of the wave C, meaning wave 1 of a wave C, because wave C has to be 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. So you might have already finished a wave 1. We're looking for wave 2, 3, 4, and a 5 to continue toward the upside in a wave C. If we are in a wave 3, it is the same case scenario. You need an impulse, 5 waves up, of course, to finish a wave 3 here. Of course, we're talking here above the 160K for a wave C, in case we are in a wave C, 1-to-1 fib level, and 1.618 for a wave 3. That means, of course, 218K for the next bull run. So, and of course, it can be higher, definitely. So we're gonna see, of course, what's gonna happen. Now, based on the parabolic move here, we can see all-time highs for every single bull run are meeting exactly on this parabolic move. Now, currently, this bull run somehow could not really reach the parabolic move, even with an expanding flat wave B. He tries it so hard, right? Bitcoin tried it so hard to hit it, but obviously, it was really not showing weakness at the top here. And of course, where we have claimed our bearish market, if you remember, as A, B, and a C after an expanding flat wave B here. We're looking for this wave 2 here, which is, of course, as we mentioned, it's going to be a very short bear market because, of course, you already got new highs through a wave B expanding flat. Very beautiful bear market, honestly. A, B, and a C, only one aggressive move, and we move toward the upside. What is remarkable with this move here, if you have realized, the previous 4 years we topped over there. Another 4 years we topped a little bit before, few months before. Another 4 years we have topped even before a little bit time. This bull run, it has finished over there. So even before 1 year, of course, than the previous one. And in this case, we are looking at an accelerated move for Bitcoin toward the upside, accelerated in time. So this bull run was given only in 3 years, actually. And yeah, I mean, here you have at least 1 year, 1 year and a half, even. Yeah? And this is your bear market. And the bull run, the next one, is gonna start directly at the timeline for a new 4 years here for Bitcoin. And that means, of course, we might start the most impulsive wave 3 here, which is gonna be massive, guys, after more than 4 cycles. So this is the 5th cycle for Bitcoin here. It's gonna be the 20 years for Bitcoin over there, and yeah, we might see a very very nice move from there. I believe. I think it's gonna be very explosive, guys. This one. And especially why I think it is gonna be explosive, because when you get an expanding flat, psychologically, the meaning of an expanding flat is that the market is not really satisfied with this move. And that's why you get in a correction new highs. In a correction. This is the psychology of an expanding flat. What does it mean? When you get new highs through a correction, taking the all-time high, that means it was not enough for the market psychology to reach only this high. Okay? And that means once we get a little bit finished with from this correction, we might get very, very high again, and the market sentiment are still very strong for Bitcoin from this area, which is already the strongest stronghold, I would say. Support as a support here, this is the strongest support ever built by Bitcoin. We cannot see such a sideways very long. We're talking about 2 weeks. It means like months here, ranging around the 50 and the 70K. And that means we cannot find anything here in the history the same as this stronghold area. And it is in confluence with the 0.38 for a wave 2. Meaning, definitely, I would say 85%, I'm very sure that we're going to move up from this area 60K, 70K for a new bull run. Only one drop, and we move toward the upside. This is what I'm expecting for Bitcoin, and definitely the whole market is going to move up. Definitely. Yep. Norberto from Argentina. Welcome, welcome. Good morning, buddy. Nice to have you here. And greetings to Argentina from Germany as well. So, basically, this is all-time history analysis, a deep analysis, by the way, today, a little bit for Bitcoin because we didn't do any deep analysis. So this is our deep analysis right now. Okay, so that's what I'm expecting, of course, for Bitcoin from this area. 70K would be a perfect number. It's a zero number, I would say. Daily for the channeling, of course, as well, to make sure that, yes, we finished a bull run. As you can see, the wave 3 exited the base channel taken from the 1 based on the wave 2. We get out. It confirms this is a wave 3. After this, you start to get the sideways, which is a very strong area here, which is a corrective channel. Once you exit the corrective channel, that is the first signal. The second signal given here for wave 5 is exiting again the base channel, hitting the middle line of the acceleration channel, taken from the 2 and based on the wave 3. And of course, this is exactly what you would like to see in a wave 5. What you would like to see when you finish an impulse is the price exiting the acceleration channel. Once it exits, it is a warning signal. And this was my first time I claim a corrective, a massive correction for Bitcoin, if you remember, and we dropped down, right? And of course, when we came back here, we start to move up in a very exhausting way somehow. It was very exhausting because, of course, of the sideways and not being able to continue as an impulse. Now, this is not a really an impulse, okay? This is kind of like has finished potentially as W, X, and a Y here, even double zigzag in 3 waves, 3 waves, 3 waves, okay? So these are the potential here, and then you get, of course, potentially here expanding flat, but I'm expecting something much more serious than this. So basically, the bear market, what we have here is as explained. You have W, X, and a Y. The wave Y is 3 waves, 3 waves, and 3 waves. Okay, so basically this is what we got at the end, and we might of course drop down 1.38 exactly hit taken from the wave A, giving us exactly very high precision as well with the price, and we see the reaction from there. Before we didn't reach it. Before with these highs, we couldn't reach the 1.38, and this was exactly what I was looking for. What's gonna be the reaction at the 1.38? And it was given. The reaction was given very clearly in an impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yesterday, exactly yesterday, we have finished potential wave 5. Why? Because we took the low. And that is a very clear impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, meaning direction is downward, right? The trend is downward right now. We create an impulse toward the downside, and we're still looking for lower internally. Of course, it can be not finished yet, even. So, but basically and officially on the daily chart, you can say wave 1 is done. Can it be wave 2? Probably. Internally, of course, on the micro level, can we get one more low? Very likely. And then moving wave 2, and then 3, 4, 5, we proceed with this drop. Okay, so very likely that this scenario is unfolding nicely here. Another evidence that we have topped, guys, in bullish first. Let's say we are not in ABC. Let's say we are not in ABC expanding flat. It's another possibility. Other possibility is a 1, 2, 3, wave 4. This is a wave 5, all of it. How? It is a 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, and a 5, 4, and a 5. So triple 1, 2, triple 4, 5. If this is your wave 5, you can count it as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, ending diagonal. Done. Finished. We drop down impulsively. Another possibility as well is a bigger or larger ending diagonal. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Larger ending diagonal, we finished. All of them can be zigzags, by the way. How much beautiful. Okay? So that means also in this option, in this possibility, we drop down, we finish 5 waves, we drop down, and of course, we get an impulse downward, meaning it is simply a bear market starting from there. Ultimate bullish. Of course, always, even if we are very bearish, I always try to find a bullish scenario. Okay, always. Therefore, here it comes. This is the interesting thing, maybe for you guys to look at it, but of course, still very, yeah, it's still of course far to happen, but of course we have confirmation 100% somewhere here, which is of course your, yeah, this price exactly over there. Why 100k? Almost 100k is invalidation, because if we are in 1, 2, 3, 4 and we're looking for something very extended, still bullish, yeah, we're still bullish. That means, okay, let's consider this is your wave 1 here from there, okay? And you have a wave 2, and then you have another 1, 2, another ABC expanding flat. This is where I was saying it's not really serious, but it's worth, of course, to experiment if it is an A, B, and a C, right? In a 1, 2, 1, 2, and then we move very massively toward the upside, meaning a very extended bull run. It's a moon boy scenario, of course, but I mean, I have to give it. It's still a possibility, but we're very close currently at the 0.618, 0.786 has been almost hit, which is the lowest part of a wave 2, meaning you potentially are here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave 1, A, B, and a C. So the reaction here that we would like to see, in case we get one more low, it's fine. 886, okay, it start to be a question mark. It's not serious anymore. If we take the low, meaning this start of the impulse, which is a 1, 2, okay, it's gone. Once this is gone as a 1, 2, directly or automatically, this 1, 2 is gone. Okay? Because you cannot be a 1, 2 anymore like this and invalidation of the next 1, 2. And this cannot be like big 1, 2. Well, it's too far possibility. Okay? Therefore, the 100K is kind of like, I would say I would say the 100K, which is below the 886, is kind of like, I would say really the most 100%, I would say, confirmation for anything bullish. Yeah, like invalidation for anything bullish. Because if you lose this impulse and this expanding flat as a wave 2, which it might be very soon by the A86, and taking this low, okay, it's gone. Nothing is bullish anymore. Even this ultimate bullish scenario is gone. Yeah, so these are the possibilities, guys. This is how we're gonna estimate the next week. You, of course, the bullish still have 15 to 10, 20% right now possibility, but we need price action. We need price action. What does it mean? On the 4-hour chart here, what I would like to see, in case that this is a wave C finish in an expanding flat, first of all, I need to finish a really nice impulse. Yeah, so I don't see here if those are 1, 2s here, wave 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 5. Probably it can be if you don't want to consider the wick here and only the body, or at least this wick, that this is your wave 3 here. You can consider maybe 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 5. But I don't really like it. I still see unfinished wave 5 properly. So I would like to see anyway 5 waves, because currently I see 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, and a 5. At least an impulse. Therefore, at least we have still one more low. And with this least one more low, if it's gonna take the 886, okay, it starts to also reduce the possibility for bullish, right? So this is the thing. We're gonna watch this, guys. We're gonna watch it closer, and we'll see if this is gonna transform to something bullish. Now, what are the micro level possibilities? Okay, for this impulse downward, which officially on the daily can be a finished impulse, but currently you're finishing it on the micro level. can be, of course, that you have several 1-2s here. You have a wave 3, you have 4-5. If you don't want to consider the wick there, because it's a very, very strong wick, but I believe it's better to be considered. I'm seeing here anyway a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 still to be unfolding. Unless, okay, if we don't consider the wick, you can consider here a potential 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 3 finished somewhere here, and then 4-5, 4-5, and 4-5, and 4-5, as I mentioned, for a wave 1. So in case we are in several 4-5, we still have double 4-5 to be finished. In case we have one wave 5, okay, I'm gonna consider this 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay, so this is how I'm gonna consider it for the next price action. I'm still looking in both case scenarios. I'm still looking for the 1.618 at least. Yeah, in case we are here even in 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, but I don't think so. Yeah, so this was the old target. We're gonna change it right now. Basically, if this is your, for example, 1, 2, wave 3 as an impulse, already hit perfectly, by the way, and this is a signal that yes, very likely that this is your wave 3 right now, and you're looking at a wave 4 in an impulse. Therefore, I like always to follow these fib levels honestly, because it gives much higher possibilities. Therefore, wave 5 over 1, I'm expecting the next target would be between this blue box, which is the invalidation of a bear of a bullish ultimate bullish scenario. Because once you come to this area, you take the low, you invalidate a 1, 2. Okay, so 100k, 0.618, or 98k. Yep. So I don't see yet, of course, any kind of bullish reversal. Honestly, guys, what you're looking at right now is simply a correction, and especially that you did not took the high. Let me check here. Is this the high? Yes. Yes, there is a gap. Therefore, if this is the high, what does it mean? It means you are in 3 waves. Done. It's finished. You don't need to think about it. Okay. You are in 3 waves, followed by kind of like a sideways correction. It can be moving higher, one more leg, to form, of course, a bigger ABC, especially this cannot be a 1, 2, for example, because it's a very triangle or very sideways and long in time. And of course, you might have a wave C, maybe. In this case, what it can be, here we go. I think many of you already got used to my presentation, right? So you can see the possibility what it can be. Diagonal. If we get kind of like a potential correction zigzag, because of course in a diagonal you're allowed to have one of the wave 2 or the wave 4 can be complex, okay, which it can be here, but the other it should be of course a zigzag, which is perfect zigzag here. So one of the wave 2 or the wave 4 is allowed to be complex, but the other one has to be a zigzag, which is true. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay, meaning we still of course looking for lower. The trend is downward, and you cannot trust a correction. Okay, because the correction can drop at any time. It can miss your target even. So trade safe always with corrections. So basically, if this happened, of course, if this happened, but if not, of course, we simply drop. We simply drop in a wave 5 here, which is of course your impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The previous scenario, 98k can be, and 100k for sure is gonna be a psychological target taken sooner or later. If not taken with this impulse, okay, the diagonal is gonna do it. Wave 4, wave 5. Okay, so this what it might happen, guys. All right. So yeah. So these are the possibilities for Bitcoin for the deep analysis from the weekly, all-time history, daily, and the 1 hour and micro levels. All right. So Bitcoin finished deep analysis. All right, guys. So let's move on with the alts, and let's try to make it also a little bit more fluid for for the analysis, not stopping so much. But let me see. Okay, here we go. All right. So for Ethereum, let's see Ethereum. Basically, Ethereum, of course, on the all-time history, it's interesting also to come back for it, knowing that the last video for it, I think I went very deeply in it. But here we go. What I like in Ethereum is that I see the parabolic chart of it has been broken, which is very, very nice. This is a nice thing to watch, by the way, because I would like to see what the altcoins or the crypto can do when we have such a thing. When we have all-time highs from a parabolic move here. Okay, so and you see, if I move this parabolic move to there, it can be, of course, somehow like this, but it's nice to see it somehow broken. Yeah, like we have range above it very nicely, and we close some candles above it, which is also very nice. So basically, what we're looking at here on the parabolic chart is a potential continuation for higher. It's gonna be continuation for higher because internally, or even here on the all-time history, obviously you are in double one twos. Okay. Why I think that this is a double one two? Because I already see three ways down, three ways up, three ways down, finished. Unless, of course, there is a possibility which I doubt it so much, which is, of course, an ABC here or WXNY, but very far, guys. Very far possibility because this, okay, it can be internally, it can be double one, two here internally, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, which is an impulse, which make it, of course, an ABC because you're finishing in an impulse potentially, and then okay, three waves down, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But guys, this is very far. Okay, I mean 700 for Ethereum, I don't see it. Definitely, I don't see it yet, but it's a possibility, of course. Okay, it's a possibility, but the highest is the double one two here. Now the wave two, of course, is gonna dive maybe deeper a little bit, maybe sideways a little bit, but I believe it's gonna move up again. So basically, on the daily for Ethereum, we are looking at this possibility here in double one twos. Let's go 4 days chart where you have a huge impulse 1, 2, 1, 2 again, and then you move up. Okay. Yeah. So we are in 1, 2, 1, 2, and then we move up. Now, basically, another possibility can be of course leading diagonal. But what reduces the possibility is the wave 4 of this leading diagonal horrible in comparison with the wave 2 of diagonal. So therefore, very far possibility for me, honestly. And knowing that it's still contracting, still contracting as diagonal, but I don't see it, guys. Okay. The most closest or healthy possibility here is a double 1, 2. And currently we have 1, 2, 1, 2. We're looking for 3, 4, 5, 4, 5 towards the upside. Yep. So on the 2 hours chart here for Ethereum, what I think here. So as I mentioned, the scenario where you can consider this as an impulse is a 1, 2, 1, 2. Very far, by the way, from the micro level, very sideways waves too. And here in the 0.38 not taken. Therefore, I see it as 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 finished impulse wave 1. ABC 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 finished impulse wave 1 again. Currently, what makes me feel comfortable for Ethereum, despite everything is gonna happen, is this. Simply by looking at this. This makes me feel very comfortable and very confident that Ethereum still very bullish. Meaning Ethereum, yes, is in still, of course, in bullish scenario, in bull run here, despite the correction, the deep correction that we are getting. What we are getting right now, this is only psychology playing there. But the potential of this market is very, very strong. Meaning everyone hold Ethereum from this price, never sold, and even more added from the 0.38 minimum requirement. Very strong signal. Plus, again, moving very massively upward. And currently, we barely hit the 0.38. We barely hit it. Here we go. With this wick, the massive drop, it has retraced very massively and directly took invalidation of the impulse downward. Another signal of strength here. Yeah. Another signal of strength directly invalidated. And that means, of course, nothing is impulsive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Simply diagonal 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. We're going to finish up somewhere here. Yes, it's going to take a little bit a while just to finish this diagonal and then start the move very high again. So the 8K target is still there, guys. For Ethereum, definitely. The 8K is still in target. I'm still aiming for it sooner or later. Yes, it might take time, but yeah, it might surprise you. It might surprise you so much when this happens. So don't expect even like how Bitcoin is moving down, Ethereum is moving up. I don't know how, guys. This is what the chart says. Okay, this is what the chart says. Right? I mean, Bitcoin chart right now says it's bearish. Ethereum, yes, it still have a lot of potential of bullish. Okay, it's gonna be affected with some very deep correction, and of course, the possibility is very high to move for high. Now, if it doesn't happen, if I don't get the signal there, of course, I'm gonna tell you guys, okay, my possibility here, it looks like is not working. If I'm gonna see more downward, getting to the 0.786, 886, seeing something impulsive, well, okay, I'm gonna make sure to say, okay, something is going wrong. And of course, this correction is not gonna end easily. Yep, so these are the possibility for Ethereum. Delirium, BlackRock will empty its wallet before Ethereum $700 ETF. Yeah, those guys are, yes. I mean, what you see here, this week is those guys definitely. Those guys, including BlackRock, of course. It's not us. It's not. I mean, we follow. Yeah, like the traders, you, me, the sole traders. I would say we simply follow, right? But well, that's why the channel is there, of course, to not follow, to be more um, prepared before it happens. And this is what we did on the channel before we drop here in 1 hour, right? I made sure to deliver in 3 videos, consecutive videos, to make sure that okay, we are dropping massively. But yeah, so basically, those guys that you're talking about, those what they do and what you see there, of course, including many other, of course, ways and but there is no ways that they don't connect. Okay, all the ways, guys. No one has like a huge capital, which he will just run it by himself. No one. And of course he has connections with big heads, like ETFs, like Wall Street, and so on. This is how ways work. Of course, they work in team. They don't work alone. So this is a thing as well. I am more scared it doesn't go down there. I think it should go down. You should end this correction. A, B, and a C. The wave C has to be 5 waves, unless it is W, X, and a Y, which is the blue scenario. The wave Y has to be a zigzag. The zigzag has to be A, B, and a C. So in both case scenario, you're gonna drop there. It should be. Of course, the wave Y has several faces, well, which is of course A, B, C, D, E, which is triangle. Yeah, it can be. That is annoying. Yes, can be. For example, this one, and then start the move up. Yes, it is a possibility, but still far. Yeah. All right, so that was it for Ethereum. And we forgot, of course, I think it was at 32 minutes, something like this. All right, let's see Solana at 45 minutes. Okay, for Solana, we gonna see something interesting as well, starting on the daily chart. Let's go for days chart. Okay, so for Solana, as mentioned, there is a critical thing in Solana always with this possibility. I'm gonna, of course, repeat it for who did not watch this, but very, very important thing to understand as per Elliott wave here. That Elliott wave, when you put your label, you have to know always when your impulse can be extending and when it can be fixed and finished. Okay. Basically, because you have here a 1 2 and you have a wave 3, you have a wave 4 potentially, and you have 5 ways up, which is expanding diagonal, which I'm not convinced so much, honestly, because the wave 4 interferes somehow with the zone 1. And you have kind of an expanding diagonal wave 5. Okay, that's fine. Let's say it is a wave 5 finished. Okay, I'm gonna walk with you, Solana, with this. So we got a drop, which it was kind of an impulse, honestly. Now this was an answer, kind of. But answers, again, with two faces, because of course nothing is always fixed. Meaning, if you are in a wave A here as an impulse and you really topped here, you're looking for ABC zigzag. You're looking for the 1-to-1 flip level, $80, $75, 1.05. Now, the other phase that this impulse has, which is annoying a little bit, is an A. What if this expanding diagonal, which I doubt, is a WX and a Y, wave B, expanding flat, wave C, with an impulse, because it works perfectly. That means where you have to start to think that this wave 4 might extend and having a wave 5 to be extended toward the upside. Now you start to look at the timing with the wave 4 and the wave 2. You will see, wow, very nice timing. It's a double time almost, right? Now you see, of course, alternation as well. What you get here in a potential wave 2, you have kind of like a zigzag. It looks a little bit like a zigzag, or yeah, I would say even it can be a regular flat. Now you have an expanding flat here, which is more flat. This is more deeper, right? This is not so deep. Therefore, as alternation, wow, it looks nice. And therefore, you start to think here, okay, what if this is a wave 4 and what we're looking at here is a 1 2, 1 2, 1 2, right? And then you move for higher. So, and again, we need more answers in this area. If we are in a 1 2, 1 2, 1 2, it's time to move up, right? Now, if we dive inside it to get more answers, so far, of course, we're still in the old scenario because currently you might still drop down ABC. Don't forget the target that it might be here. If we move inside it to get more answers there, if we look at those 1 2, we have 1 2, we have another 1 2. Well, honestly, I'm not really convinced with this wave 1 as an impulse because, yeah, if you have a 1 2, 1 2 again, okay, again, interfering, right? So you have 1 2 1 2 1 2 here, and then 3 4 5. Where is your second 4 5? Now, I had to take it a kind of like again 1 2 3 4 and a 5 somehow like this. Okay, but I'm not convinced with it. Meaning this is an impulse wave 3 4 and a 5, and this kind of like 1 A B and a C or WX and a Y for a wave 2. Okay, this is how I took it to consider it a wave 1. Okay, let's say fine, wave 2, right? 3 waves, which is very clear. Okay, market is up, correction is down, meaning we should continue. Now the second one is, of course, kind of like diagonal, which I also don't like. Why? Because wave 5 here looks somehow longer than the wave 3. So honestly, even I'm not very convinced unless you want to take it like this. Wave 1, which is a zigzag like that, wave 1. Wave 3, a very long zigzag, becoming longer than wave 1, which I don't like it, but still contracting, which is okay. And then the wave 5 finished there. All right, let me just hydrate. Just give me a second, guys. I'm gonna mute. Okay, so this is the thing that I'm a little bit, of course, I don't like it so much because it shows a little bit of doubts. Yeah, if this is a diagonal like that. Okay, however, let's say it is 1 2 1 2 1 2. Currently, in this wave 1, you would like to have wave 2. Currently, we are exactly at the fib levels for wave 2. In this case scenario, if we are really in a wave 2, therefore, this has to be considered a wave A, right? If this is your wave A, then you have a wave B. Your wave C is unfolding. Wave C is double 1 2 3 4, no invalidation taken after this massive drop. And we might see here, of course, a 4 and a 5, 4 and a 5. Okay, so basically, even if we dive deeper 2 hours here, the first wave 5 is not finished yet. So we are in the blue scenario, wave 5, wave 3, wave 4, 5. Meaning, if you are in 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, wave 3, wave 4, no invalidation yet, and we need a wave 5. 4 and a 5. And that means, okay, all right, you finish an impulse, but guess what? You invalidate the 1, 2. So by invalidation of this 1, 2, automatically the previous 1, 2 is gone. Because you cannot be really an A, B, C again, big 1, 2 here. You lost already a lot of momentum. You lost a lot of force here and strength. Therefore, comes in the W, X, and a Y. W, X in 3 ways, Y. Okay, 3 ways, 3 ways, 3 ways. And then we get an answer. We get an answer for, of course, the $75 as a target, which of course shown in the start of the analysis. So by all means, confirmation of for bear market, okay, $75 just by taking this price, 150. Yep. So of course, many things can appear later on, triangles, flats, maybe I don't know, it's gonna move in a big triangle. Nobody knows. And if this happens, yeah, that will be interesting. But I don't think so, guys. It's a very far possibility for me right now. I see impulsive wave. Simply, I see I mean, the micro level always give us answers, but currently we need, of course, to finish over there. We'll see what's gonna happen. Meaning, if we take this price, also don't forget that this impulse transform to 1, 2, wave 3, 4, and a 5. Okay, we drop down massively, or it can be 1, 2, 1, 2. Nobody knows. But yeah, you have double impulses currently, and you're finishing it right now. Okay, that was for Solana. I think very clear analysis for those three major coins: Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana. Yeah, I focused on them because they are kind of the leaders of the crypto market. Okay, so everything else, of course, might simply be influenced or following. Right. So injective is very clear. Still, of course, very corrective. Couldn't reach the invalidation, and we're still looking here for something very impulsive downward, where you have 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Your targets here for injective are very also clear. I would say 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Yes, can be. So we have definitely this area. Okay, definitely this area is gonna be taken sooner or later. Of course, You cannot consider the whole wick, guys. You cannot consider that this is the bottom of a wave 3, okay? At least consider it there. And I believe that the price is going to take this wick again sooner or later. This is, of course, regarding injective. Nothing yet, of course, clear for reversal or for bullish here. Everything is corrective. We are in double 1-2. Wave 3 is unfolding 4-5-4-5. Yes, we might drop very massively. Yes. Okay. On the daily for injective, we are, of course, in the highest possibility as a finished zigzag wave A, finishing wave B, which is the impulse double 1-2, and then we move up again in a wave C. It was a very beautiful chart for bullish, yes, it was, but not anymore, okay? Once we broke this momentum toward the upside, these lows, okay, it's gone. We don't have any more bullish dreams. Sorry, guys, I'm very, and meaning dreams, we were looking like 1-2, 1-2, wave 3-4-5, you know, this is wave 3 is a massive. This one is gone, okay? It is gone. Then another scenario was the leading diagonal, wave 1, 2, and then moving very massively, also is gone. What is left? Very likely is, of course, A, B, and a C. Very simple. Okay. So the target's still $60 anyway. All right. That was for injective. The delirium, very useful. Thank you very much. Thank you, buddy. I'm glad that it helped always. Ron, hi KG, no request. I think we're done. Yes, we have already a very long list, and I'm trying my best to move on, but also to be very informative and accurate, at least with the main coins. Ayuba, once BTC prints a top, the alts roadmap is irrelevant. I don't really agree. It might influence. It might influence the altcoins. Yes, Bitcoin always is the biggest influencer. But as I mentioned in the analysis, why I don't agree, because I still see Ethereum in a potential bullish scenario that it might, of course, once finishing this deep correction, which is the wave 2, and when you are in wave 2, you're looking for wave 3. Wave 3 is a bull run. So once finishing, because it might finish before Bitcoin, by the way, before Bitcoin gets the low for the bear market. That's why. Okay, maybe I didn't said this, but now I'm clarifying why I think Ethereum might decouple at one point or at one day in the future, which is couple of weeks probably or months. It might decouple from Bitcoin and it might move up. Okay, don't be surprised. Okay, don't be surprised if this happens. Now you know why. Because it's not always fundamental things that it works here. It's not always what you think it's gonna happen. Okay, it's not always like that. You need to read the price actions. This is the most important thing. Reading the price action, you know exactly what it might happen. Okay. Sui, let's see Sui. For Sui, we are at 58 minute 30. Sui. All right. Okay, for Sui as well. Let me go for my Sui here. Here we go. So for Sui, we are looking also at some dreams destroyed here a little bit with this wick, where we had, of course, a potential 1-2, 1-2. Okay, I doubt it. All right. Once we got this, I doubt the 1-2, 1-2 here. I don't believe it anymore. Why? Because if you are in a 1-2, okay, you should have already moved very high, of course, from there. You already got the 1-2 for the wave 3. You should move with the wave 3. But we did it. We dropped down massively. And of course, we take the low, meaning even if you are in a 1-2, 1-2, we were looking for it, destroyed. Simply destroyed, right? and we took the low, meaning once you get a double 1-2, the last one destroyed, directly it affect the previous one. So no 1-2s. Definitely this is ABC, meaning we turn here in several 1-2s or in diagonal wave 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave 2, wave 3, unfolding 4 and a 5. Yeah. So unless you can be in zigzags, wave A, zigzag, wave B, zigzag, diagonal, wave A, B, and a C, which is the current impulse unfolding as a wave C, looking for zigzag wave D, E, and then we move up. But if this happens, what does it mean that you have a triangle? It means forget about a wave 2 because wave 2 are not allowed to be triangles, meaning simply wave B, which is I'm gonna delete those 1-2 because I don't want to repeat it anymore. We are in potential A, B, which is a triangle potentially, and a C. Okay, so we're gonna estimate this triangle in priority because we cannot be looking really very low, which is of course the A, B, and a C. Target is 1-to-1 fib level before estimation of a triangle. Okay, because this target is very low. Yeah. So therefore, A, B, C, D, and a E to be watched. Of course, I'm watching, of course, this zigzag. Meaning, once we finish this impulse, I would like to see the price moving up again, taking this high. Now everyone will start to scream, "Wow, bullish, bullish, bull run all season, right?" We're gonna move in a zigzag and then move down, guys, for a wave E, and then moving up from there. Okay. Yeah. So this is what it might happen next, guys. Okay. Um, yeah. On the 4 hours chart, let's check. 1-2, 1-2, wave 3, yes. No invalidation given, meaning you're still in a wave 4-5, 4-5, guys. Currently, this wave 5 is 1-2, 3, 4, and a 5, meaning unfinished yet. And I'm still looking for a wave 4 later on in the white scenario. And I believe this is gonna be finished exactly within the line here of this triangle. 4 and a 5 and boom. Okay. All right. Hello, MT. Nice to see you, buddy. KG, can we look at HBAR and virtuals? Virtuals is already in the list coming next. And HBAR, yes, we're gonna put it there. And guys, tomorrow will be also a live stream. If we cannot make it, I'm gonna try to save them. Of course, I'm gonna keep them aside, and we put them tomorrow, or I'm gonna copy them to Discord because I always do the stock live stream and I delete because I keep the same list always. Activated. Hello, buddy. Good day. Nice to see you here. All right. Um, all right. That was for Sui, guys. So yeah, let's watch that triangle for Sui. I believe in Sui. All right. Tau. This Tau is very interesting. Now, this Tau is an example for the doubters or who doubt that some coins can simply decouple, from Bitcoin, can simply decouple from anything. It's about the chart. It's about the price action. Now, have you seen this in any other chart? Because this is a massive drop with the wick on every single chart right now. Have you seen an impulse on any other chart? No. Why? Because simply it is price action. I'm going to explain. Because simply the price action on Tau is very clear. It's very clear since the impulse, the direction of the market is upward. This is the first thing. Second thing, you have very, very complex structure. W, X, and a Y followed. Very clear that I'm very corrective here, right? Now we see, of course, further correction. We see 886. Second correction, 886. Another correction or another move towards the upside, impulsive, followed by three waves corrective. Meaning, boom. You take the 0.618, which is an A, B, and a C, or a potential 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 here. And we move for higher. Is it gonna continue? Yes. Definitely it's gonna continue. Don't ask me how, please. Don't ask me how. It's price action. It's Elliott wave, and this is what Elliott waves do. Why you cannot move down? Why you cannot move down? I'm gonna explain why. Because if you are first in an impulse here, and let's say this is a deep, it should transform to something like this, like a deep correction, okay? And that means, of course, you are required a wave C here. Let's say we have to transform this to double 1, 2 and move 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. What you cannot do here to get this is to have, of course, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as a wave 1, 2, or as another wave 1, 2. So this scenario first is gone. Another possibility to be here very bearish is that you have three waves down. You need three waves up to move down. Your three waves up already started with an impulse. You got three waves corrected, which is clearly a correction. And you need this impulse to finish a wave up. You need to finish a zigzag, which is transform it later on at three waves down, three waves up, and then you move bearish. Okay? Explained. So that's why we simply move up. Because in any case scenario, you move up. Another case scenario is A, B, C, D, and a E. You're done, finished triangle here. You move up. You are in A, three waves down. Wave B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You move up. Okay? So Tau chart did not allow the price to move down because it is what it is. So believe me when I say, of course, some coins might decouple and might not follow or be so much influenced by Bitcoin or by other coins. It was influenced a little bit, yes, but then impulse very clear 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Corrective, we continue up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right now. Yep, this is Bitensor. Very nice. And it is an AI coin. By the way, it is an AI coin. What it makes it much stronger, I believe, also is FET. Now you will say how? FET is destroyed or moving. Yes, because it is the AI, the strongest AI coin was there in the market also. And now everyone is shifting to Bitensor because it is much more trusted, much more robust project. And I believe, of course, they are good one. By the way, the company itself contacted me as well. I'm not doing any kind of advertising here, but they send me, of course, an email to advertise them. But basically, I mean, their project is interesting, honestly. It's very interesting. So if you're interested, of course, to go into it, it's very, very interesting. But I didn't accept to do any advertising, of course, but I just say, okay, yeah, they are a good thing. It's everything about programming. It's a real project. It's something very robust. It's something that you invest with it, like something very, yeah, very strong, yeah, as AI technology and so on. So yeah, just simply type bitensor.com. You can find some information about it, guys. Yep, where are we? Tau. So yeah, this is Tau. Yeah, so Tau, I'm still looking for higher. The target is minimum here. 1-to-1 fib level taken. If I'm a corrective here, three ways down, three ways up, I'm looking to finish this zigzag. So 700 can be hit very easily. Now, what it makes it much more stronger is taking, of course, this high. Why? Because you finish my famous signal here. 5 ways up, 3 ways down. You take the high as a confirmation for bullish. Then you experiment the 1-to-1 fib level. Is broken decisively, you move to the 1.618 $1,000. Very, very clear. All right. Um, yep. Please give him more love. Likes. We are 34 guys. Please more likes. Thank you, Skylines. Maybe one typo there with the guys. Yeah, no problem, buddy. It's a typo, but that was a little bit funny. All right. So basically, thank you, man, and thank you, of course, for your likes, guys, and for your support always. Tau short time frame. Well, as mentioned, you are in an impulse, wave one, wave two corrective. You continue toward the upside so far. Here we go. Let's put some. Let's do it there. Here we go. Oh, we have it. Here we go. Target is hit. Is already there. Target is hit perfectly. Minimum target, even a little bit lower. That's nicer, even, and you move for higher. Now let me check internally, even 15-minute chart. Yeah, everything is still fine, guys. Everything is still fine. We're looking for higher. Okay, simply we're looking for higher. 3 ways corrective. You just got kind of like hesitation for downward, yeah, by taking this high. Okay, A, B, and a C. By moving higher right now, you just took this, meaning of course nothing is very bearish here. Okay, so very, very interesting. Um, Yeah, so looking for higher still. Of course, if we move lower again, I mean, as key level, if you want, this one. Okay, this is your key level confirmation for lower. All right, so just watch it if you want. 365. If we take it, okay, it might transform to 3 ways down. We drop, but you still have another testing area here. Why I'm convinced we move higher, because not because of this or this, because of this. Okay, it's a very, very clear impulse, meaning direction is upward. Okay, all right, that's it for Tau. Let's see render at 1 hour. Well, yeah, render and FETs those are also AI coins, but disappointing a little bit, both, unfortunately. So for render at the 4 days chart, okay, we have to kind of like, yeah, forget about double 1-2s here. I don't think it is a double 1-2 anymore. We have simply A, B, and a C for a potential wave A. Okay, we're gonna put this in yellow. So we have ABC here, and that because we were looking for 1-2, 1-2. This wave 2 is very, very long sideways range, and of course we're moving very deep. Therefore, of course, very low possibility. Higher possibility that you are in 3 ways down, triangle A, B, C, D, E, which is a nice signal, honestly. I mean, they were honest to us. Render and FET charts both gave us the signal that we're going bearish. Okay, A, B, C, D, E, we drop down. Okay, both charts, those were the most clear charts, of course, that we are going bearish, much more than any other coin. FET, A, B, C, D, E. We drop down. Now, horribly, of course, because of fundamentals, but also render is not looking good. And if you remember this, also at this part, where the coin on RNDR, remember, for render, was delisted, it was there. And it was destroyed, followed directly by triangle. Now, why? Why? Okay, we dropped down. It was delisted. Why we couldn't move up again? I don't know, guys. Why we couldn't not move up? Something is going on in render. And here we go, we drop. So yeah, we gotta be careful. But it's not very bad as FET, honestly. I'm looking for right now on the lower time frame. I'm looking, of course, for potential impulse still unfolding because the invalidation was not taken. So the impulse is still there. Target hit here also 1, 2, and potential wave 3. At least this wick can be your wave 3 here. Wave 4, wave 5. Wave 5 is still unfolding. 5. For wave 3, wave 4, wave 5. Okay? Yeah. Now, invalidation for lower prices can be, or for this impulse invalidation of bearish, maybe there. Okay? Can be taken then. Meaning, if we take 2.69, okay, we have to revise what happened. Meaning, wave 4 interfering with the zone 1. Okay? If this happens, it might be something like transforming here to ABC zigzag. You might get ABC zigzag for wave 2, 3, 4, and a 5, dropping in a diagonal. Okay, in a bear market somehow. I mean, deep correction. All right, that's it for render, guys. Let's move for FET a little bit much more in deep. So FET at 1 hour 16 minutes. So for FET, we are looking also for this massive drop, of course, after our triangle signal there, given you have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Horrible. Very horrible, guys. That is not really nice to see. But yeah, if you are in a 1, 2 here, you are looking at, sorry, this is a daily, this is a lower time frame. So we are looking, yes, as expected, wave 5 is still unfolding, 1-to-1 fib level taken. So yeah. Yeah, guys. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Wave 5 is a 1, 2, or yeah, I think this was a triangle also. Yes, A, B, C, D, E. Another triangle, very clear signal, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think MG already asked me about this on the Discord, and I told him at that time nothing is promising in this coin anymore because of the triangle. And here we are. I hope MG you solved your trade or your spots. So basically 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Yeah, 4 and a 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2. Okay, guys, it is expanding. We have to be careful with it. I mean, extending, not expanding. Wave 3, 4, and a 5. Even I don't see it yet 100% finished. Now, can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can be, but I still see, of course, that it's not satisfied even. All right, so this coin, very dangerous, guys. Be careful. All right, so I don't see yet any. I don't see it, guys. I don't see any promising thing even in a potential scenario. Like I think it's gonna be extended. Let me check. Yeah, it doesn't look good, guys. On the all-time history, let's check. I mean, all-time history. Of course, we don't have any 1-2s anymore. We definitely have here a wave A in a WX and a Y. This is your WX and a Y, and oh yeah, wow. And you have a very bad possibility here. Okay, so let's put the yellow in bullish and keep the magenta in bearish. I think this is what's going on, guys. Um, yeah, it is here potentially WX and a Y, and obviously from the three waves here, you might have three waves, meaning this can be definitely WX and a Y somehow. And that means, of course, in a zigzag. X, another zigzag. So I'm gonna place here potential W, X, and a Y. Okay. And in this case, we are looking here at this. 3 waves down for a wave A, 3 waves up for a wave B, 1.38 fib level taken from the A to the B, and we might be in a 1 2 1 2. Wave 3 is unfolding for 5 4 5, wave C. So, sorry guys, very sorry for FET, but it looks like this is what's going on right now. Now, the bullish scenario, of course, still there, but yeah, this is not something good. A, B, and a C. How much this wave B is gonna drop down? Okay, 1 to 1 fib level. Okay, so I'm expecting wave B to finish over there, 0.074. Horrible. Meaning, from this triangle, it's almost 90%, which is gone, guys. All right, it looks like it's gone. So, do you think we should keep analyzing this coin? Because I think I'm gonna delist it, guys. I'm sorry, guys. Um, yeah. What do you think? I should keep analyzing it or not? Let's make a poll. Uh, so, should we delist FET? Give me your opinion, guys. Because, of course, guys, I mean, we want something very safe. We want something very safe. And of course, what I'm looking at right now is I mean, even if we are bullish, you cannot be moving up again without hitting the 1 to 1 fib level. You need to finish this 3 ways down, triangle in a wave B. You are definitely in a wave 3, 4, and a 5. Okay. So very, very massive drop. All right. So that was it for FET. Yep. Okay. So let's move to the next one. XRP, we have at 1 hour, 23 minutes. Let's see XRP. All right. So for XRP, we still here on the all-time history as well. I mean, of course, still holding stronger. Of course, XRP, we have, of course, after a very long sideways correction here, we move up. And of course, this wick cannot be really considered right now in total in our analysis. So we have 1, 2, potentially, yes, can be finished a 1, 2 here, A, B, and a C. Now the wave C might still be finishing over there somehow, and this might be, of course, finishing at exactly the fib levels that we are potentially expecting here. Meaning, if you are in a wave 1, A, B, and a C, or I would say W, X, and a Y, the wave Y here is an A, B, and a C zigzag. Okay, I'm gonna clean up a little bit. So I believe much more higher possibility here that it work is of course the wave Y. Now, if we start to see, of course, something for higher, because you have 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 4 5, I still believe, of course, one more leg is open for there. Yeah, can be 3 ways: 1 2 3 4 and a 5. Okay, interesting. Let me zoom in. 1 hour chart. Okay, I cannot get it because of the wick. So let me check. Okay, so invalidation here probably taken. Okay, so we gotta be careful. We might be finishing. Well, still can be, of course, because it's exactly on the wick. But yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4 also invalidated. Okay, and be careful from 1 2 1 2 then. Okay, because this is a diagonal. If 1 2 1 2, then we drop down. If we finished here as ABC, we move up. Okay, and confirmation for this, let me check the 15-minute chart. Interesting. Interesting. Therefore, I'm gonna take it like that. Wave one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, guys, very interesting for XRP. It might rebound, yes. Confirmation for higher, meaning you are here in a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 leading diagonal wave one, ABC wave two, 1, 2, 3, 4. No invalidation. Wave five. Wave two, if we move for higher and we take the high, it means the 5 ways up, 3 ways down. You take the high, confirmation for higher. And especially after double 1, 2, that means it is transforming to 5 waves at least, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that means bullish direction of the market is upward. Okay. Very interesting for XRP if this price taken. 2.39.5. Now, why this might happen? Let me check why. Okay. First, why? Because of course we finish exactly in the blue box here. That is very likely a W, X, and a Y, where you have A, B, C here. And if this is the only scenario that you need here for this, I mean, the wick is horrible again for analysis, but I'm looking here for something finished as structure on the micro level, and it shows some potential. And that means, of course, from those fib level, I'm very convinced that we can move higher only if we get the 2.39. Okay, so we're gonna see. All right, guys. So that is for XRP. I think XRP showing some strengths. All right, it's showing some power. Okay, let's see SPX 6900, 1 hour 27 minutes. Chat, let us still analyze FET, please. Okay, Abudi, I will try, of course. I will keep it. Delirium murdered my big capital. Well, yeah, I'm very sorry, man, to hear. But yeah, I think when I mentioned this triangle many times in every single analysis, you should have maybe took at least like I mean, if you don't trust always the things, at least maybe you should consider half plan, like like remove half of it, keep half, because if it is risky, and then start risk management. You know, you don't have to take it as financial advice, but of course, yeah, be careful always. Skyline, Yakuza. Yes, sorry. Okay, the German dictionary corrected the word. Sorry again. Okay, I think you talk to each others here. All right, great guys. Um, yeah. So where are we currently in SPX 6000? I think 900, right? Let's see this guy. What is doing? Of course, we're looking here at a potential. Yeah, diagonal A, B, and a C. Yes, we're still looking for a diagonal Y because it's somehow like Ethereum. Yeah, it took invalidation directly of this double 1, 2, and it has transformed directly, of course, to something ending diagonal. And here we are. Okay, meaning I still believe in the A, in the B as an expanding flat, and of course the wave C might unfold here as a potential ending diagonal. Otherwise, we are in a W, X, and a Y. What is the difference? The difference is that you might finish only single move in a wave Y and you move up. While diagonal, you still have double moves, right? And basically, this guy is not so far from Ethereum, I would say. And your invalidation is still very far. If you are in a wave one, because we probably are in a wave four in orange here, invalidation of bullish is still far somehow. Okay, 0.56. So yeah, can be, well, okay. If not, therefore you can consider this a potential finished impulse because it looks like 5 waves, and you might be here in the wave 2. So it can be even 1 2 here and then moving up. So still have potential, I would say, as SPX even to decouple. Yes, it can decouple in the next few days, few weeks, few months. Yes, it can decouple, honestly. Then we have 1 2 1 2 3 4 and a 5. Wave 3, wave 4, and a wave 5 toward the upside. Okay. In case that you are still here in a 1 2, it's still very, very likely as well. 1 2 3 4 5, maybe 1 2 3 4 and a 5, meaning extension simply. Yeah, extending this wave 5. Yep. Unless, of course, that is always this possibility, which is your wave A. If this is a wave A, meaning A, B, and a C here, your wave C is a 1 2 3 4 5 finished, and we move impulsively downward, that is another thing. Okay. That is your bearish scenario where you might have here, which I don't like it at all, and I'm not really convinced with it because, first of thing, wave 3 is longer than wave 1, expanding and not contracting. Okay? Therefore, very unlikely to be in a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. All right? Very unlikely. So, yeah, let's watch invalidation here over there. This is what I'm also testing on the daily. All right, guys. So near is already there, I think. Yes, we have near Demuth. We have near coming next. Virtuals, 1 hour 32 minute. Let me hydrate a little bit. Just 1 second, guys. Okay, back. Virtuals. Okay, virtuals. All right. For virtuals, I think this one was, yeah, still in a wave 4. Now, of course, we have two possibilities for virtuals because we are in 1, 2, 3, 4 potentially. You have the ABC potential scenario, or you might be in a triangle. If you want, of course, to eliminate this wick. Okay, so I don't believe it so much that we can take it there. If we want to, therefore, okay, you're ABC, but you might fill it again with real price action. Okay. Now on the on the lower time frame, meaning whether we are in a triangle and we move up, meaning you finished already wave A, wave B, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. You finish the zigzag somewhere here. We move in zigzag, zigzag, and we move up. Or we are in an A, B, and a C. The wave C might be 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, meaning we're gonna fill it slowly. Or it can be 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, ending diagonal, A, B, and a C. So one of these possibilities. So I'm gonna put label here 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, or additional, yeah, can be of course a diagonal here. 1, 1, 2, some. Yeah, it's hard to put it now. It's hard because this is your wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, meaning A, B, and a C. But yeah, we need more evidence for this. Anyway, if this is gonna be like a diagonal wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, well, yeah, it can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 somehow. Yeah, there is no other possibility. Meaning your best case scenario for bullish here is to go in triangle. Because with triangle, you might finish there and you move up and you recover and then you move down and then you move up. Okay. All right, guys, let's see the micro level. So, oh, okay, that's interesting. Micro level shows strength, honestly, still. while most of the coins are dropping down, right? We see three ways down. Very interesting. So what I see right now already a triangle formation or an ABC toward the upside. So that means on the lower time frame here, yes, you might be in a yeah, it's a triangle, but still, of course, playing as a potential 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. And the wave 4 might be your triangle here. Do you know what? I'm gonna delete this and I need to put something here very interesting. So first of all, which is your potential 1, 2, and then 3 can be finished. Wave 4 still unfolding in triangle. This is main scenario actually right now for virtuals. Much more safer even. So this might be as well after a potential wave A, B, and a C, where you have already a leading diagonal, meaning 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, wave A, wave B, 1, 2, 3, 4, in triangle, wave 5 to finish a wave C. Yes, very likely. Now, when we start to think indifferently in different scenarios, invalidation of triangle from lower, invalidation of triangle from the upper side. Okay. At those invalidation, we start to think whether you are in ABC, probably, and you move down. If you break here down, okay, this is your ABC wave 4. And we are looking here at a potential double 1, 2. You move down 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. Okay. But currently, very likely that you are in zigzag wave A, zigzag wave B, zigzag, zigzag, yeah, and then you drop down. All right. That's it for virtuals. Let's see link as well. 1 hour 37 minutes. I'm gonna move a little bit faster for some special requests. So for link, where are they on my list here? Here we go. All right. For link, of course, yeah, we were looking for some bullish scenarios. Of course, it has been, I think, a while. We didn't analyze since the drop even. So what's going on in link after the drop here? Let's check. We are in a potential wave 3, wave 4, invalidated. So no, it's gone. Therefore, we finished in this scenario, which is a wave C, A, B, and a C. Yes. Oh, it is there. No, we already updated. Okay, so we are in a B, and a C here. We have 1, 2, and then wave 3, 4, and a 5 still unfolding clearly. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, 4, and a 5. Unless, of course, you take this price, okay, invalidation of bearish. Here we have to start to think something else is unfolding. Okay. It can be even 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wave B, wave C, or 1, 2, 1, 2. But the wave 2 is very shallow, but understandable after diagonal. Okay. On the micro level, we're looking here zigzag, zigzag, zigzag. Yes, it is a leading diagonal. You have 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and a 5, A, B, and a C, and you might move up. Interesting. Therefore, confirmation for higher from this price, $17. Okay. What it might be the scenario? Something very complex. Okay. On the micro level, of course, it might transform here as 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, somehow diagonal, maybe. But further price action is required here. Of course, to call something yeah, something bullish. Okay, but still need some evidence. But the things are kind of like showing strengths a little bit. Okay, we're gonna see, but you need, of course, those levels 17 to see maybe three ways up. But if this three ways up, it might be again the triangle. Okay, and something much more complex might be unfolding here. It can be 1, 2, 3 here, 1, 2, 3, and your wave 4 is a big triangle. And we cannot be very bullish, of course, until actually we took it. Yeah, we took invalidation. Okay, let's go diagonal, guys. There is no other possibility. I think we need to go diagonal here. This is your wave 1, potentially can be finished. And that means you might be here in A, B, and of course zigzag for wave 1, wave 2, zigzag, and that's why you might go higher. Wave 3, wave 4, wave 5, yes. Very likely. So wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, potentially 4 and a 5. So invalidation taken here. Okay, in a wave C. Yep, so a little bit complicated. This week is horrible, but yeah, we try our best, guys. But I think this is the closest scenario. AVAX, all right, for AVAX. Here we go. Yeah, AVAX still very, very bearish, of course. It's still showing weakness. No invalidation taken even for a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. We drop. 1, 2, 1, 2. Wave 3 is unfolding for 5, for 5. I think, of course, we're dropping down, guys. Targets for this potential scenario, I'm going to take all of it as just wave 1 here, of course. Wave 3 taken from the wick there. And your wave 5 might be, of course, in this target here. Okay, in this blue box. Yep. So 16 to $18 probably can be the most common $18. Yep. So trade safe, guys. Okay, let's move with AVE. For AVE, 1 hour 42 minutes. AVE. All right. Here you go. For AVE, uh, I cannot zoom in because of the wick always. So basically in AVE, we are looking here at a potential A, B expanding flat, right? Wave B, and you're looking here for a potential impulse downward after an ABC, our scenario here given, okay? I'm gonna clean up just to see clearer. And we are no invalidation, no invalidation given. So definitely we are in double 1, 2s here. So 1, 2, and then you're looking for wave 3, 4, and a 5 finished. Okay. Another 1, 2 over there. 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and a 5 for the white for a wave C. And that means here internally, wave 4, no invalidation taken. Okay. After 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Wave 5 is even double 1, 2. Wow. Again, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. Crazy. Okay, so it might move down. All right. So until we start to think something is reversing here, invalidation of bearish. Okay, which is at this price. Here we go. 237, let's say. To be watched. All right. Okay, that was for the list, main list, guys. Wow. In 1 hour 40 minutes. It's a record, I believe. All right. So should we delist FET 67 says yes, and 33% says no. Wow. Then we should delist it, guys. Sorry. Sorry for who following. Of course, you can still ask for it in the live stream, guys. But yeah, I think we should delist it also because it's not safe anymore. I prefer to only show safe coins, especially in the videos. So, yeah, decision will be made. That is based on 15 vote. Okay, we're gonna keep it until the end of the stream, of course. So Jasmy, let's see your special request, Jasmy, at 1 hour 45. Okay. I mean, I understand that, yeah, of course, there is no trust anymore with this coin. I mean, the project is. All right, guys. For Jasmy, um, okay, so basically, if we are in a 1-2, which is a horrible scenario, of course, it cannot be anymore. Still, of course, expecting here for lower prices. We are looking here at a potential 1-2. Of course, after an ABC here or WX and a Y, you have already here in a zigzag X, another zigzag for a wave Y, obviously. And of course, here we have a potential 1-2, and you move, of course, impulsively downward. Invalidation of the bearish is very, very far. Still, of course, invalidation of bearish. And currently, you might be in a potential triangle here, expanding. Yes, I think there are some coins right now, some group of coins are expanding triangles. And that means, of course, going more sideways in A, B, C, D, E here. Oh, come on. Here we go. Okay, just delete it. A, B, C, D, and A. Isn't it easier? All right. So yeah, this is what I'm looking for, guys. Right now, it's a big 1-2 here. I'm gonna put it also in bracket to make it clearer. You have another 1-2, and you have kind of like, okay, let's start with the lowest thing here. 1, 2, 3, 4, even not invalidated. 4 and a 5, horrible. Therefore, even your invalidation lower was not taken. Okay. Yeah. So you are in this impulse stir. 1, 2, 3, 4, triangle 5, and then you have double 1-2 after it. 3, 4, and a 5. Now you know what? Even before thinking with this, let's think safer here. What if this is your diagonal wave A? Okay, somehow like that. Here we go. Right. So this is safer right now. ABC. Yeah, because very bearish is also too much. Okay. So what if this is the case in a wave C, in a wave 4? Is it 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3? Ah, well, you still have wave 4 and a 5. Yeah, that's true. Just 1 second, guys. Okay, sorry. The A has to be here. B and a C. This is a wave C 1-2. Oh my god! So that's true. You have double 1-2. Otherwise, you have to take it also diagonal wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, and it should be deeper. But yeah, you already invalidate anything here. You invalidate the ABC. You invalidate any kind of. So be careful with Jasmy, guys. It's not looking great. Okay, it's not looking great at all. I need to clean up a little bit to see much better. Remove everything. A, B, and a C. Okay, guys, that is two possibility. That is still potential 1-2 in a very deep one. Okay, so if we are still in a 1-2-3, because this looks like 1-2-3-4-5, 1-2-3-4, and a 5 in a wave 1, meaning you are in a zigzag, but you're moving very, very deep. Okay, very deep, and that means, of course, you need an impulse there. That means, of course, your WX and a Y, and you are in this blue count here, which is a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, which is very, very deep again. Okay. So this is the first thing. The second thing is that if you are in A, B, and a C here, and you are in another A, B, C, well, I doubt it, but it can be. It can be this diagonal. Okay, so this is in a bigger view here, meaning A, B, C, A, B, and a C, but that is not really nice to see because, of course, okay, you might get a wave C after it, meaning 3 ways up, 3 ways down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But in both case scenario, you drop down. Okay, in both case scenario, meaning ABC, ABC, and you might be here with the wave C as diagonal. And if you are in a wave 1, you are in a zigzag. Okay, so not really good. Yep. What's the lowest link could go? Yeah, I think we already saw a link, which you can find it at 1 hour 37. Near at 1 hour 51. I think JASMY is not looking good, guys. So we gotta be careful again. I think I mentioned this before, yeah. So be careful. MT is a fan from our members for JASMY, so be careful from it, buddy. So okay, so with near, we are looking at 3 ways up, 3 ways down. Yeah, very clear triangle here unfolding. If you remember, we were looking for a potential wave E. A, B, C, D, and an E. And here we go. And we drop down. So the thing is unfolding. Be careful for near. It is very, very massive right now. And we're moving potentially here in an impulse. Let me check. Okay, if invalidation given, therefore the diagonal here is working perfectly. Okay, be careful. But we are kind of like moving bearish here. Be careful because it's a wave E finished, meaning a structure is finished. And if we are moving here in a zigzag 1, yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 can be, or even can be something like a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. No invalidation yet, meaning this is your wave 3, 4, and a 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. So very, yeah, very not reliable, guys. Be careful. Let's see other possibility if there are. Okay, if we are in 3 ways down up and you are here in 3 ways down, well, okay, you need the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, meaning of course there's a wave C, but I doubt it so much after this a huge 1, 2, and still dropping. So definitely you're not in a 1, 2. I believe we need to remove it. And yeah, if you found here kind of like 3 ways up, 3 waves down, it's not finished. Highest possibility again is the ABCDE would drop down. To where? Nobody knows. Why? Because you finished a corrective structure on all-time history, and we are going to nowhere. Meaning it can be a zigzag or a big zigzag, or it can be a flat, it can be something impulsive. You don't know. So be careful with near. I'm still thinking, sorry guys. Three, four, five. How? A, B. No, it doesn't work. One, two, three, four, five. Okay, it can be even 3 waves up, and then you have an impulse A, B, and a C. three ways down, expanding flat, and then moving up later on. But that is very deep, guys. So that's not good. Yeah. So that somehow right now somehow it even I'm trying to be bullish. When you try to be bullish, it tells you, okay, I need to drop down and then to move up. And the only way to drop down is, of course, ABC here and having an ending diagonal. So it doesn't look good, guys. Okay, so be careful with it. Yep. TRAC at 1 hour 55. We never did this, I think. USD. Origin tail. Okay. Okay. Now, obviously, this is a triangle. Okay. It is very obvious. It's a triangle despite the move upward. Okay. But what I don't really like here is this. Okay. Yeah, very clear one. Okay. So, is this what I don't like? Because it's not an impulse. I'm gonna explain. You are in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's say this is your impulse, or you are in a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, and a 5. Wave 5 is 1, 2, 3, 4 invalidation. Okay, let's finish it as diagonal 1, 2, 3. Wave 3 longer, and also you don't have 4, 5. The only possibility to finish a wave 5 here is an expanding diagonal. 1, 2, 3, or sorry, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, and a 5 moving as an expanding diagonal, which I don't like it. Therefore, when you take a look at it, you see an ABC, which is much more likely, but still corrective, but at least upward. Now, followed by a very clear triangle unfolding there, and you might still move toward the upside. Okay, so you might be here, and to be much more safer is to be ABC and not 1, 2, of course. Okay, so I believe this is an impulse here, kind of like A, B, and a C. Okay, and you're looking for a wave B here. Now your wave B is a B, C, D, and an E. Okay, 1 second. All right, guys. So yep, so we might be in this triangle, wave B, and then we move toward the upside. Yeah, so targets can be taken over there. I mean, we need the wave E, but if you want to be even much more safer for a target, you can take it with the lowest part, which is regular flat wave C. And to be safer as well, you go linear and not fib level, not logarithmic, which is $4.2, which is still very huge. 400, 500%, of course, in case you get, of course, a wave E. Now be careful, of course, invalidation of triangle meaning bearish. Invalidation of triangle meaning this is bearish. What does it mean? If you take this price, you dive deeper, meaning a deeper A, B, and a C. Something else is unfolding, can be your ending diagonal here. Meaning A, 3 ways up, wave 1 as zigzag, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay? But until that far. Currently, you might be in the triangle and you move for higher. All right, let's see WIF at 1 hour 59 minute. All right, so for WIF, Okay. Yeah. Also, be careful from the meme coins, as I mentioned. They might be horrible. Okay. So for WIF, we were looking here for a potential A, B, and a C. Obviously, the wave B is even deeper than expected because we were expecting already finished three waves. Right now, of course, what we're looking at is something kind of like still confirming for lower, meaning the W, X, and Y is not finished. Can be a W, an X here, and another wave Y, meaning A, B, and a C. Wave Y to be finished in a wave B, wave X, meaning A, B, and a C. The wave C is a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, unfinished, 4, and a 5. Okay. To finish over there, wave B, and then moving up. So we're going back to zero, guys. We gotta be careful. All right. Yeah. So we gotta be careful with this one as well. Meme coins right now, as you can see, I'm not analyzing so much. Yeah. Because as videos, of course. But be careful with it. 2 hours for Dot. Well, Dot even before this horrible bloody scenario, I was out of it, so not recommended anymore. Okay, please, guys, please, Uxi. I know that you always ask for it. So please, this one you need to manage to get out because you'll drop below the zero, below what you started in the all-time history. It's gone. It's horrible. Okay, you got an impulse invalidated. You when you invalidate impulse, and that means, of course, this project is gone. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. I have to be honest. Okay, I have to say the things as it is. So sorry if I'm very honest about it. Okay, I have to. So this one is not good coin anymore. If you are in a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 finish, you need to move up. If you don't see a move up, yeah, until when? Okay, you're under the zero somehow. And internally, on the lower time frame, we were looking, of course, in case of reversal, forget about it. You got an ABC simply here. And of course, we continue downward. Okay, so we have 1, 2, and 3, 4, and a 5 still unfolding. Plus another 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 also still unfolding. So, yeah, not recommended again. BONK, 2 hours, 3 minutes. Also, another meme coin here. So, be careful with it always. Yeah, obviously, we're still here in a potential 1, 2, 3, 4, no invalidation, wave 5. Yeah, wave 5 can still be unfolding for lower here. Okay, can still be unfolding for lower, but I believe, well, yeah, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. No invalidation. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 unfinished as well, and also 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Meme coins are going, guys, to be slaughtered somehow. So be careful. Um, yeah, be careful from a bigger one too, or ABC. That's horrible. Okay. Okay, this is a lower time frame, but let's check the daily. Okay. You're already corrective. You're already corrective in a wave A. Therefore, we're looking for a wave ABC. It's gonna be filled, as we saw in the micro level. It's gonna be filled. Okay. A, B, and a C, I believe 1, 2, and then wave 3, 4, and a 5 even. To finish wave B over there, finish wave C there. Okay, and then we start to think bullish again. So guys, bear market, bear market. It's very clear bear market, guys. Okay, we gotta be honest again, of course, and say the things that it has highest possibility. SNX What is that? Horrible one, or yeah, not a good one, of course. I mean, it can be an impulse. Yeah, it was an extended wave one. One, two, three, four, and a five can be okay. Um, then you have ABC. Interesting. So you have an A, B, and a C, and potential can be one, two, three, four, five, right? So now here, okay, one, two, three, four, five, A, B, C for a wave B, or yeah, and one, two in case you drop wave three, four, five, four, five. So it might be very, very deep. Be careful. Very deep correction, wave two, wave. Because if you are in one, two, three, wave four, invalidation. But if you drop again without taking the high here, which is your confirmation for higher, that means you drop down. You are in one, two here. Okay. So one, two, three, four, and a five. All right. So watch out. One, two, three, four, and a five. Until you take the confirmation for higher. This is your signal for something else unfolding. Okay. Meaning you should consider maybe W, X, and a Y. Finish there. And then you move up in a one, two, three, four, five. Okay. But you need this. Okay. Right, guys. So Z cash. Okay, let's see those last two guys, and we finish up our live stream for today. 2 hours, 7 minutes. USD. Oh, okay. Is there better all-time history here? Okay, yes. Let's see what is that. Oh, okay. Um, yeah, it's not really convincing, guys. I don't care what it is. Okay, I don't care what's going on, but I don't see really something something robust here to call. But 1 second. Okay, this is an ABC. Okay, it can be a finish correction here, ABC, and that's why you might be looking at a potential structure here that it moves up. But why I don't like it? Three ways up, three ways down. Oh, I remember this one. I remember this one. You asked me the last week, and I told you the same thing. Okay, so please don't ask me about it anymore. What it can be as well is, of course, a one, two, three, four, and a five leading diagonal downward. Okay, so be careful. And you finished here. You're looking at something corrective, meaning whether a big ABC. I prefer this actually. A, B, and a C downward. Okay, and you are in a one, two, three, four, and a five downward again. So yeah, don't be surprised. Okay, don't be surprised if this happened because anyway, I don't see. It says three waves, meaning W, X, and a wave Y might be unfolding here. Okay, so I don't see yet. Of course, this is an impulse: one, two, three, four, and a five. But what is the catch? Nobody knows. Okay, I don't trust it, especially on the lower time frame. Three ways, three ways. So no, it's a no. I don't care if this is very high. Okay, so H bar, 2 hours, 10 minutes. H bar. Okay, if there is a project behind it or something, it might be the fundamentals, but it needs to, how to say, to make sure, or you need to make sure that this is gonna sustain. Okay. So far, it doesn't show something is gonna sustain, honestly. All right. For HBAR, we are in a potential triangle, especially after this drop, and I believe that it is happening, especially after getting zigzag. You are in a zigzag. You're looking for another zigzag, meaning the targets for HBAR, the next target might be the following 1-to-1 fib level in a zigzag. 0.09, meaning simply we're gonna fill the wick. Okay, this is what I was saying even the last stream. We're gonna fill the wick mostly with price action, with a good price. No invalidation, meaning you're still impulsive. You move for a wave 5 unfinished, wave 3, 4, and a 5. Guys, we gotta be careful. As a conclusion, the market is still, of course, looking for lower. We might fill this wick in a real price action. We might be in a bear market. The only good coin that I see still have a potential is Ethereum, of course, until invalidation. This is the only one that we saw, of course, that it had. Also SPX, 6,000. They might decouple, but we gotta be careful. Of course, it's not very sure. Okay, it's not very sure. They might continue in the diagonal one, but then moving up. Okay, so yeah, so they might decouple, but not now. Of course, not now. We're talking about a little bit more longer term. Now, currently, we're still looking for lower, guys, in the whole bear market. Okay. Um, Pepe. Okay. I mean, we can take a little fast look, but what do you expect? I mean, what do you expect? Definitely, we're moving down. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. Okay, we simply move down. All right. It's bear market, guys, and the meme coin will be very, very affected. So be careful. Right. Okay, guys. So that was it for the live stream. For our delisting for FET, we get 68%. Wow, even more by 32. So yep, I think we're gonna delist FET, guys. It's not a good coin anymore, and preferably to use the time of analysis and the videos space, of course, for something much more safer, much more profitable, and of course, yeah. So this is what's gonna happen. So I'm gonna have to work on the thumbnail now. All right, guys. So that was it for the live stream crypto market. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your likes and comments. See you in the next one. Have a nice weekend. Bye bye.